Oh my god, guys, that's it. The walls are closing in. Trump is gonna go to prison. He's gonna spend the rest of his life behind bars. Ooh, stop me if you've heard this one before. Oh my god, yes. I guess the House committee on January 6th finally wrapped up their bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining, and we're gonna refer Trump for criminal charges. It's a little bit higher of a threshold for federal charges. Normally, the feds only prosecute or even indict somebody if the case is completely wrapped up. Okay, bro, January 6th happened. January 6th, 2021. There's been 4 investigations into this nonsense, and they haven't come up with anything so far. That's where they had to go raid Mar-a-Lago and not come up with anything so far. Like, the special master thing is all said and done. Okay, all of the rulings. You got that little creepy dude who's a left-wing activist, and his wife does some sus shit on the side. Still haven't found anything, but Trump, oh my god, he's going to be indicted any day. Adam Schiff, just go ask him. He has got all the files, and you can see them throughout space and time because his eyes are the only thing wider in Congress than the gap between AOC's upper and lower jaw. It's like, I find it tough to care. Okay, I could have ran with this story at the end of yesterday and pushed the Twitter files onto today, but I find that to be far more interesting than this, okay? And even if Trump ends up getting indicted, okay, he gets thrown in jail, he does the little orange shuffle and the fucking, penguin perp walk. He's got plenty of NFTs that he could go out there and sell. He just raised like $4.5 million, okay? Like, who gives a fuck? This is so stupid. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Oh, quoting old Kanye West lyrics. I see. Trump defiantly slaps down January 6th committee criminal referral. Yeah, and again, before anybody else just fucking spurgs out of their tree, this isn't an indictment. These aren't charges. This is just simply a referral from a partisan committee that everybody forgot was still going on in the background, and they're losing half of their fucking committee members because they didn't get reelected, mostly because they just, double, triple, quadruple down on this fucking January 6th. It's literally the worst thing ever. Or if you're the current press secretary, it's the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. 9/11. 9/11, Oklahoma City. I guess it's probably the worst attack that there's ever been on our democracy for the family of Ashley Babbitt. But outside of that, it's like, it's such a fucking non-starter. It's so goddamn stupid. But let's get into some of this. What are these? Oh, up to 40 years and disbarment because Adam Kinzinger let the fucking rabbit out of the hat, mostly because he's just going off to be unemployed in a couple of weeks' time. Fucking dance on that shit. Fuck you, Kinzinger. You have plenty of time to go cry alone by yourself while your wife entertains their boyfriend or your guys' boyfriend. Fucking dork. He said that, yeah, the entire reason that this was going to be out there was, maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it. Oh yeah, there it is for everybody, right there in the flesh. Okay, Adam Kinzinger, right from his account. Our work on the January 6th committee has led to criminally refer Donald Trump to DOJ. That's nice. We can now turn to the criminal justice system to ensure justice under the law. The American people can ensure he's never elected again. Bro, you're saying the quiet shit out loud, okay? And that's the only reason that you guys were doing this. Like, we knew that from the beginning when you assembled that panel. You're just scared of Trump. You wouldn't, no other politician out there, okay? Nobody else inspires such fear in the Uniparty as Donald Trump. Like, there is one orange beacon on the hill. And if you don't support this man after this partisan attack, okay, I don't know what's holding you back at this point. Like, it's buck wild. But let's get into this because there's damning testimony from Hope Hicks. Who the fuck is Hope Hicks? I know I've heard the name before, but it's like, oh my god, she was an aide. Yeah, so was, what's her face there? The cutie, the 24-year-old cutie. Is like, literally, guys, Trump was like Steven Seagal when he was trying to commandeer the beast in order to go back to the Capitol to literally lead an insurrection. You gotta believe me. Somebody told me through somewhere else that I heard in a couple of times in some hushed tones. Fucking kill me already. Former President Donald Trump defiantly slapped down the January 6th House Select Committee's decision to make criminal referrals of the Justice Department. Yeah, there's, like I said before, right at the beginning, there's a little bit higher of a threshold when it comes to this stuff. It's almost like the other side of these arguments are going to be presented as well. It's not just going to be a fucking slideshow of, look at how bad Trump is. It's like, Orange Man's bad, but how bad is he? Real bad. And then everybody stood up and clapped. These folks don't get away when they come after me. People who love freedom rally around me. It strengthens me. I live on it. I subsist on it. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger, Trump said on Monday evening on Truth Social, labeling the post in all caps, statement on Jan 6 committee referral. Earlier Monday, the Democrat-led, hey man, at least they let the cat out of the bag on this one, because are we still trying to run around in that masquerade that Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger are anywhere close to being actual, well, they might be Republicans in name only. Might as well finish that. They are nothing. They are not conservatives at all whatsoever. But yes, yeah, refer to the Justice Department on 4 criminal charges. I just want to see what those charges are. It's just going to be hilarious anyways. No other president has been subject to a criminal referral by Congress. Yeah, but no other president has been impeached twice. And yeah, what's that score for the Democrats that's out there? All right, 0-2, sucks to suck. Trump, who already announced his 2024 White House bid, this is legitimately the dumbest shit that they could possibly do. I've said this before multiple fucking times. If you want to ensure that either Trump or the person that would theoretically replace him walks to a fucking victory, you would indict him on some fucking phony ass charges, okay? I don't know anything, haven't seen the charges yet, but bro, come on, let's fucking, call a spade a spade. We've seen everything that's out there. Oh my god, we've got testimony from people who weren't even there that say really bad things. That's great. Wonderful, fantastic. Where's the smoking gun? Where did Trump say, okay guys, all you need to do is just grab the small guy, you grab him right by the collar and right by his belt loop, and you ram him head first into the door, and then they just fling wide open, and you can go get that election for me. It's nothing's even close to that. Because if you put, okay, you need to fight like hell, otherwise we don't have a country anymore, in front of a jury, you're going to get laughed at. Like, there's nothing there, okay? You take the context of Trump out of this, this is nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is just Orange Man bad TDS in its final fucking form. People understand that the Democratic Bureau of Investigations, bruh, that's hilarious. The DBI, oh man, did you, it's not funny if you have to explain the joke, are out to keep me from running for president because they know I'll win, and that this whole business of prosecuting me is just like the impeachment was, a partisan attempt to sideline me and the Republican Party, he said. Yeah, no, that's 1000% on target. But what was Hope Hicks's damning testimony? I bet you this is going to be something. In her taped testimony played in Monday's final meeting of the Democrat-led committee. Wow, they really had to ponder this. This was definitely the straw that broke the camel's back. It's not like they were already drafting everything up from when everything started. Like, when was that prime time hearing that drew 0.0400 people to watch that shit? I was like, fuck off. Hicks revealed that Trump refused to put out a statement warning against violence in the lead up to January 6th. Oh, he refused to say something. Oh my God. Really got him on that one. In a videotape statement, in the videotape segment of her prior testimony, Hicks also discussed warning Trump that he could harm his legacy by pushing his election fraud claims. Okay, cool. The only thing that matters is winning, the ex-president allegedly responded. Well, that's true. I agree. That's why I like Trump. The panel's recommended charge. That's it. That was the damning testimony, bro. He didn't put out a disclaimer. Hey guys, leave the bats in your hotel room. Like, the fucking Christ. Panel's recommended charges are obstruction of an official proceeding. Okay, conspiracy to defraud the United States. Come on. Conspiracy to make a false statement and inciting, aiding, or assisting an insurrection. Well, you're going to lose on that one, okay? Obstructing an official proceeding. How did he do that? How did he do that? He held a rally just about a mile away from anything that was officially happening down there. Okay, conspiracy to defraud the United States. Defraud them of what? Okay. These charges, man. Oh, here are the charges that you guys definitely need to pursue. They're going to look at this. If this was a non-partisan Department of Justice, they would look at this shit with all of the evidence that's presented, and it's like circumstantial at best. Maybe, like, everything relies on hearsay. All of this shit is a fucking house of cards. You bring this in front of an actual judge with an actual jury in an actual courtroom, it doesn't stand scrutiny at all. You guys are just blinded by your fucking hatred, because look at who's on these panels, right? Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, Bennet Thompson. Fucking Jamie Raskin, who's been, what, 0 for 3 when it comes to investigating Trump. We got him this time, boys. I think Adam Schiff's on this panel. Like, this is just a partisan hack committee, okay? Their final effort before they can all just descend into obscurity going into the future. Fuck off. Raskin, who led the subcommittee on criminal referrals, of course he did, because he did such a sterling job as the lead prosecutor in the Senate portion of those impeachment hearings, fucking dork, pointed out that the final charge, if Trump is found guilty, triggers an automatic grounds for disqualification for ever holding public office again at the federal or state level. Of course. Wonderful. Fantastic. That's always what you guys were doing. And you already had these charges drawn up beforehand. Just fucking stop it. He also said a criminal referral would be sent for pro-Trump lawyer John Eastman. Yep, anybody in the wake. See, we already set the precedent. Anybody who's associated with Trump gets sent to prison. Bannon. Who else is out there on failure to comply with his subpoena? There's a few other people as well, okay? But Bannon's the most prevalent case. It's like, just stop it. You guys look silly at this point. The president has an affirmative and primary constitutional duty to act to take care the laws be faithfully executed. So do you. Nothing could be a greater betrayal of his duty than to assist in insurrection against a constitutional order. Yeah, and if he did that, he would have already been charged. But you guys had your little dog and pony show and really came up empty. I'm just saying. And I've been, at least in the background, paying attention to some of the stuff that's going on, but it's really hard to care because you guys just have this one-sided PowerPoint presentation and nobody gives a fuck. I don't know why there isn't more complaining about a lack of diversity on this panel. Like, okay, cool, you've got a couple of women, but there's an awful lot of white faces that I see right there. Very discriminatory and not representative of the American people. Aside from the vote, Hicks's videotape testimony and text messages were largely the only new revelation of the nearly 2-hour event. Ooh, you gotta stash that, what, like 3/4 of the way through the article? It's like, yeah, there really wasn't much that was out there. It was kind of just a largely ceremonial day. It's kind of stupid. One exchange between her and former Trump White House press aide Hogan Gidley. Okay, so not even with Trump, okay, indicates that both wanted the ex-president to stop his supporters as they were flooding the Capitol and overwhelming police. Wow, funny thing, Trump did that afterwards, so what are we doing? Gidley sent Hicks on January 6th at 2:19 p.m. Hey, I know you're seeing this, but he should really tweet something about being non-violent. Yeah, you know, you need to respond to the feelings of those velvet ropes that were moved very nicely out of the way. And don't be violent against the speaker's podium. Somebody's about to leave with it. Hicks responded, I'm not there. Yeah, okay, cool. If you're so concerned about this stuff, why don't you send it to Trump? You're the fucking press aide, bro. I suggested it several times Monday and Tuesday, and he refused. Her message continued. Wow, what a bombshell. This will definitely land Trump behind bars. Fuck off. Longtime Trump ally told lawmakers that she did not directly address a de-escalation with the former president, but discussed it with White House lawyer Eric Hirschman. Okay, so what does this have to do with Trump directly? Nothing. See, this is all of this shit that is going on at these fucking hearings, okay? Somebody who barely had a connection with Trump talked to other people who barely had a connection with Trump, and that's basically insurrection, guys. Before Monday night's eruption of posts, Trump remained uncharacteristically quiet for the duration of the hearing, probably because he didn't even know anything was going on. Probably that. Okay, because these are just such a fucking non-starter. Afterward, he referenced committee vice chair Liz Cheney. Oh yeah, she's about to be out of a job in a couple of weeks' time. Aha. August, the GOP primary lost to Trump-backed Congresswoman-elect Harriet Hagman, but misspelled the outgoing lawmaker's name. What? Oh my god. But Liz Cheney lost by a record 40 points, Trump wrote on Truth Social. Oh my god, this is just like Kofafifi all over again. Oh my god. At the heart of our republic that guarantees the peaceful transfer of power. Cheney at the outset of the hearing. Did you cry? Did Miss Piggy's makeup run? Every president in our history has accepted this orderly transfer of authority except one. Trump didn't show up to inauguration. The powers were handed over and now we're stuck with this fucking nonsense for another 2 years. But we're going to be stuck with this nonsense for quite a long time after this, because this is just going to be another one of these dark clouds that hang over the top of everything, because this current DOJ, as it's set up right now, is intensely political, will drag their feet for as long as possible, and I don't know if they're waiting for like a scattershot of indictments with the Mar-a-Lago stuff and with this as well, so who fucking knows, guys? Who really knows? But we're not going to hear about any of this. I would hazard a guess that we're not going to hear about any of this stuff until the new year. So, I don't know. This is just more than enough fodder for CNN and MSNBC to run with for the next couple of weeks anyways. Instead of, celebrating togetherness, they're just going to go ahead and revisit January 6th as literally the worst day in history. Fucking yuck. With all that said, though, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.